So the Omega SPR is separated into two processors. Channel 1, which is your record channel, and channel 2, which is your playback channel. If you're going to use a JL Cooper single channel control, you need to connect to channel 2, your serial control. Video out will be where you'll see your slow-mo. And on the record side, although I've connected here a video out, that's only to see what's coming in on this connector. But the playback channel is actually channel 2, and that's the channel we'll be controlling. So available controls on your Omega SPR are the jog knob, the stop button, play, frame forward, frame reverse, next clip, last clip, and of course record. Record button will be steady on when you're in the pass-through mode, and that's effectively the mode that we're in right now. As I'm feeding a signal in pass-through mode, I'm able to see what that signal is, currently that baseball player, and you can see our remote, which is connected to channel 2 of the Omega. The screen is effectively separated into two sections: channel 1, or the record channel, and channel 2, or the playback channel. Notice the channel 1 is highlighted right now because that means I have control over this section of the screen. If I press here, then I'm controlling channel 2. Very important when we're going to start an SPR to clean our disc. So we're going to go to channel 1, touch the disc icon, we get into the next menu, press the disc menu, and we're going to clear the disc, and that will effectively erase everything that's on the disc. There we go. So we got 0% used up, as you can see by the bar here. Because we're using one channel control, to start our recording, we need to manually start recording. So by selecting the record play button, I effectively started record on channel 1. Now I'm recording. And whatever I do on channel 2 will be done through the remote here, which is a JL Cooper ES-450. To initiate playback, I simply press the play button on the JL Cooper. And this effectively, you probably noticed the screen, a picture came on. What we need to do now is cue the picture, which we just did by pressing play. We press play again, and now the machine starts. And this is normal behavior because you need to cue the tape. You need to let the machine know where you are on the tape. And then effectively the play is started. If I want to initiate other commands, let's go through and take a look at what other commands are available to me through the JL Cooper. Alright, so we've been recording for effectively 7 minutes, and the playback is about 20 seconds behind the record channel. So notice I'm at about 8 minutes here, and I'm at about 750 on this side. So about 10 seconds effectively. You should have no less than 3 seconds between the record time code and the playback time code to avoid any stoppage. Now if I press the stop button on the JL Cooper, you'll notice the screen will indicate that I've stopped. If I press the rewind button, I will queue up right to the beginning of the playback, which is 0. If I cue fast forward, I will go right to the last recording. Notice 8:33, 8:31. I'll wait a few seconds and press play again. So now I've got about 9 seconds difference between the playback and the record channel. Now let's go take a look at the actual commands on the JL Cooper. The JL Cooper is fairly easy to operate. You have the large jog knob in the middle, you have the timecode display up top, the go to button, which will allow you to go and get specific timecodes that you mark, the rewind or cue button, the reverse play button, the stop, the forward play button, and the fast forward or cue to the next clip button. The mark in, mark out, preview, auto edit, frame +1 and -1, as well as shuttle are useful as separate controls, but also can be used as separate memory points to queue up to certain action that you may be interested in. So let's say I'm interested in marking in a certain point on the game. So what I will do is I'll go and get the point I'm interested in, and I might be using the shuttle. For instance, maybe I'm interested in finding out when this started. So let's say that this is what I'm interested in. So very important to set your JL Cooper to the number or type of time code you'll be using. In this case, I'm using 30. In Abu Dhabi, you might be using 25. So you do shift, eject. First mode that shows up is 24. Second one is 25, which would be European standard. And we're in North America, so we're going to use 30. So once time code has been set to the type of time code you'll be using, number of frames, 25 for European standards, 30 for American standards. Pressing the rewind gets me to the beginning of the playback side. This is clip 0 at time code 0. If I were to press fast forward, I'd get to the end of clip 0. At this point, about 17 minutes of recording. If I press play, I will begin from there. So now I've got effectively playback mode going on my playback side. If I'm interested in going to specific time codes, I can also do that. So I do go to, and I punch in the time code. So let's say I want to go to 13. So 00, 13, the blue numbers, 00, 00. And because I'm in non-drop frame, I'll probably get to E125928, which is perfect. There is no such thing as an even 13 because I'm in non-drop frame. If I'm interested in marking specific items on during the game, while I'm playing back, I can certainly simply do a shift mark in. This will store my first of 7 memory, and if I wait a bit, I'll do a shift mark out, and at location 7 I've recorded 2 points. If I do go to mark in, now I've actually gone to what I had marked. If I do go to mark out, this is location 7. What's important to remember though is we have 7 markings that we can do. By doing shift preview, I've effectively stored a second location. Shift preview, stored position 2, and let's to say that we're truly working here, let me just do shift 4, shift 5. So now I've got 7 different times, and if I go through the various shifts, let's go and do it. So go to mark in, that's the mark in frame at 13:05:09. Go to preview, go to frame 1, notice it's going to that specific time code. Go to this one, this is position 4, go to position 5, notice I'm getting non-linear access to the images, and finally mark out. So this is a great way to save 7 events while you're doing your game. While I'm playing back here, if I'm interested in having some kind of slow-mo go on, I have the shuttle select here, which allows me to effectively set a value by turning the knob here. So if I go very fast, for the sake of argument here, notice things are moving very fast. I press play. I'm now playing back at the right speed. If I play shuttle select, now people are moving very fast. So this is the way you'd be able to access effectively slow-mo. So if I do a slow-mo, let's go forward and let's do a slow-mo. I'm playing back, I select, and all of a sudden I'm in slow-mo mode. Very, very easy to do. And if I want to go back and play, I just basically play, select, I'm in slow-mo, play, slow-mo. Simply by adjusting the dial, I'm able to accelerate or decelerate according to what I'm looking for. All right. Separate controls. Rewind gets me to the clip or the beginning of the clip. Reverse play is 1 times play speed, but in reverse. Stop obviously stops. Play and fast forward will get me to the end of the clip. So now, since I'm at the end of the clip, if I do reverse play, I will get people to move backwards and have no issues whatsoever. If I need to shuttle, I simply press shuttle, and then according to the speed that I have, I'll have either fast moving speed or slow moving speed. And simply pressing play gets everybody back to where I want it. Alright, so how does this affect the front panel? So looking at, again, my 2 channels, my record is constantly recording while my play side or channel 2 is indicating what I'm doing. So when I press the reverse play button, notice it says reverse times 1. When I press the play button, obviously I'm playing. If I do stop, I will get a stop. If I do rewind, I'm actually going to get to the beginning of the clip, which is 0. If I do fast forward, I'll get to the end of the recording, which is at this point 2407. If I want to shuttle, I can go up to 10 times shuttle speed, forward or reverse, and if I press play, I'll get back here. If I press the shuttle select button, I will choose whatever I've got. So if I'm looking for a very slow speed, this is a 30th, I simply select it, play, play. Now let's go forward, 3/50th, 1/10, and I just press play, shuttle select, and I'm in slow-mo. So very easy to operate in that respect. Alright, I think that covers all the functionality of the units. Of course, you know about the buttons up front. What's important to remember here is that when you're using that JL Cooper, the record needs to be set manually, while the playback is controlled through the remote control.